Every so often while visiting a haunted location, ghosts from the past will make themselves known and communicate their story. That certainly felt like the case when we visited Bluey's, an old blacksmith shop from the 1800s.
This has never, like, this many things have not happened. Oh my god, that's really relevant.
This is unbelievable.
Here, we were lucky enough to capture immense amounts of activity that seemed to revolve around a young girl.
This young girl woke her in a distressed state. She told us the name started with M. What's the name of the child?
Mary.
I can't believe Mary came through as soon as we walked in.
Mary.
Oh my god.
Mary. The neighbouring park. It did used to be the town cemetery, and there is a Mary who's around 12 or 13 when she died.
We feel so privileged to have investigated such an amazing and active location, and even more so to share with you a small piece of Mary's story.
Hi Crypt Keepers, thank you so much for tuning into Amy's Crypt. Tonight I have a very interesting and unique haunted location to check out. I've been talking to the owners of this place and so much paranormal activity has said to occur. It's also a special location because I've never really investigated a place quite like this before. This place does have accommodation, but it's also a very old blacksmith shop and very, very historical, so stay tuned.
Bluey Blundstone's blacksmith shop is one of the most unique places of accommodation in the small town of Melrose. It is also a place where paranormal activity has been experienced and recorded.
Bluey Blundstones is fairly iconic for the town of Melrose in the Southern Flinders Ranges here in South Australia. It was built in 1864 by William Bluey Blundstone and his wife Martha, who came over from England. He started here as a blacksmith, shoeing the horses for the Mount Remarkable police. And they were police that would cover right up to the Northern Territory. Bluey's role was pretty important here in the town. This beautiful heritage accommodation had been dilapidated in probably the 60s and 70s. A fellow by the name of David Ball actually renovated and restored the original building. He built on the cottage and the barn at the back as well. So the last owners here lovingly restored the loft where previously residents had lived, rented that as accommodation as well as the beautiful cottage and the barn out the back. So we've got 3 accommodation here. Luke and I found this place in November last year, and then we bought the place and took over in April this year. So we've been running the accommodation for about 4 months and loving it.
During the few short months the building has been occupied by Luke and Lydia, the current owners, much paranormal activity has been reported to them. They've even had some of their own experiences, including one which occurred before they were the owners and likely drew them to invest in the property.
When I first came to Bluey's and we stayed here, this is going back to probably the end of last year, Lydia and I were actually just hiring out the loft like other people do, and we're sitting in there and we had the kitchen light on and the kitchen door open. So when you're sitting in the loft area, you sort of look through the second bedroom and you can look up and you can see the light on. So we're sitting in the dark. I just wanted to see, I sort of had a feeling there was some sort of presence here in the place, but I didn't really know what. So what I did was I actually sort of invited if there was anyone there to come and have a chat to us. We had our own little EMF detection device sitting on the table. Sometimes I see physical, spirits or movement. I've done it since I was very young. And what I did see was this, when you see underneath the doorway, if someone walks past, there's a light in the other room, you see the shadow that just comes across the bottom. And then the second time I saw it again, and I actually said to Lydia, Lydia, I think I just saw some movement in the kitchen. She then said to me, yeah, so did I. So that was sort of like a confirmation. Then what I did feel myself was this rush of energy come down into the room through the second bedroom. And I went, oh my God, there's a presence here. And then the little EMF reader just lit up and went crazy. The feeling was that was a feminine type of energy that had walked in, the woman of the house, and we'd been reading some of the history at that stage when we were just staying. And that looked like it'd be Martha. So there was Martha and there was Bluey. We left and eventually bought the place and became custodians here or owners, and I should say the custodians are still hanging around. So ever since being here, there's been a number of things that happened.
I had an experience when I stayed in the loft. I felt that something had jumped onto the bed fairly early hours. I didn't feel threatened by it at all. It felt like it could be a cat. I've since had other people who've stayed here and they feel something crawl on the bed, almost that their pets are with them. We did have a psychic lady who stayed and said there is a toddler spirit here, so I wondered if it could be a toddler. Bluey himself did lose two infant children. One was 6 months old. That was Julia, I think. And there was a little boy called Frederick who died, I think, around the age of 3. So very possible that that's been the case.
Luke and Lydia had plenty of other stories to share, whether that be of their own personal experiences or those of guests.
We feel that there's definitely imprints from the past, I guess I'd call it. You really feel that you're in the company of the previous custodians, those that have long gone, and probably the original custodians as well. You don't feel alone, but in a good way. We've even spoken to some old residents here and they had experiences as well, particularly in the room adjoining this, the dining room.
I've also, we had school kids coming over here. This was on a request from the school, which is sort of diagonally across the road. They wanted to learn about blacksmithing and things like that, so they wanted to come over and check a few things out. And all of a sudden, I saw this woman walk through the area which comes into the blacksmith shop here where we're standing now. But the funny thing was, I really do believe that what I saw was a woman rushing to the blacksmith shop because she was excited that there were kids coming, because we don't really get kids as guests here as a general rule. We have had guests stay. I had one lady staying in the cottage and she said she swore she saw a man walking between the cottage and the blacksmith's building just here in a black suit and a black hat on, walking past, and obviously that wasn't the case. Another lady was woken up in the loft saying that was a young girl woke her up during the night. We did have another guest staying with us. She claimed that during the course of the night she found it difficult to sleep. She said that she constantly heard like a chatter, like men talking just outside, and she couldn't understand their words. It was a little bit too low for her to pick up what they were saying.
Our time at Bluey's blacksmith shop proved to be very active, and we hope to return to the place one day soon. We also encourage others to visit the historic location as we feel there is more to the story still to uncover. Keep watching as you're in for one strange and compelling investigation ahead.
Let's jump straight into the investigation tonight. I'm going to take you into one of my favourite rooms here at this location, where tonight we're investigating Bluey's, as it is known, which was a nickname for the blacksmith that created this place. This place dates back to 1865. It was a blacksmith shop. So let's head in.
Ooh.
Okay. The second I come in here, we got magnetic spikes through on ghost tube, which I am rolling. You guys will see that on the screen. That is interesting. This area is, oh my god, it's so well presented. Oh my god, that's really relevant.
It turns out that the spirit of a young girl had come through a number of times at Bluey's, with some speculating her name could be Mary.
We had a psychic lady who was staying up in the loft, and she was woken in the night by what she describes as an earthbound spirit of a girl who was probably about 12 or 13. This young girl woke her in a distressed state, asking why were all the people coming into her house, seeing as we have multiple guests that stay here. She told us the name started with M. When we looked at the neighbouring park, it has a list of people. It did used to be the town cemetery, Paradise Square. There's a plaque on there with a list of many names of the people that were buried there, and then there's an asterisk of the remains of people that were reinterred in the new cemetery just outside of the town. And there is a Mary who's around 12 or 13 when she died. That seems to be a name that comes up, and in previous investigations we've the name Mary has certainly come through on one of the monitoring devices.
Last night, I was in here for a very short time and I was investigating on a live stream paranormal investigation with my friends Adelaide's Haunted Horizons. They were doing an Estes method and questioning about a young girl who has been seen here by people. A young child, and Mary came through as the name.
What's the name of the child that's been seen upstairs?
Mary.
Oh, that's a little bit coincidental, isn't it?
And I swear I could hear kids just now as well. Did you? Can you hear that, Jared? Did you hear anything?
Yeah, I did hear kids, but it could be maybe outside noise, maybe? I don't know.
Like, there's just a bunch of kids running around on the street in a small remote town in the middle of the night on a, what night is it? Tuesday?
Tuesday night?
I mean, maybe I can hear people. My name is Amy and I was here last night. Maybe you remember me. And I'm here tonight with Jared. Jared is actually my husband. And we would love to talk to you if you're around and you would like to talk. We're very friendly and we're just here to make friends with everyone tonight. I can't believe Mary came through as soon as we walked in. That's really cool. So there's a lot of, I think that these are actually original, all these numbered bolts. Cheating. I'm not sure what that could mean. And look how cool this is. This is a huge pump. Is it a pump? And it's actually, I heard it's made of elephant skin because of how large it is. You know, elephants are also large. They have a lot of skin. So yeah, apparently that is the type of skin that they use to make that thing, right? Imagine if these go off tonight, Jared.
That would be creepy.
I love that.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, look at his hand.
Oh, this room is so nice. Oh, and they've got one of those really old stovetops.
It's amazing here. I'm just going to say as well... Oh, sorry, I thought there was someone sitting in here.
What?
it's just a blankie, it's okay. I was just going to say though that this place is absolutely amazing, and wait till you see one of the rooms that you can stay in if you come to visit. So definitely check out Bluey's, guys. Oh my god, I'm in love with it. I feel like I'm just walking through a little fairy tale everywhere in this building that I go. This apparently used to be a bedroom.
Wow, it's a pretty tiny bedroom, isn't it?
Yeah, hey. I'm guessing it was a sort of living quarters for the blacksmith shop that was, you know, built 1865. The couple, William and Martha, who sort of built this, they did have 6 children. Sadly, one passed away when they were immigrating over from the UK on the ship. And then at least 2 more passed away quite young, and they're actually buried sort of next door, which we might be visiting a little bit later in the night. Yeah, it's quite sad, really. This I love, this little bar.
It's like a little tasting room, huh?
Yeah.
32.
32?
That's so specific. Is that your age or? Apparently a lot of activity does occur in here in the kitchen and the room that we just exited from. So we probably will be reaching out a lot in these areas tonight. This place is just to die for. I did a lot of exploring here yesterday and I was so in love with it. Oh, we need to come back, Jared.
Oh, more magnetic readings.
I just did pass a fridge. Whoa. No. Is that light buzzing behind you?
More magnetic readings. Were you moving that at all?
No, I'm just waiting for you to turn back around to me.
Weird.
There's someone around us. Thank you. Can you follow us into this room here now?
It's so rare that you get to, that you have such a well-preserved place that's this old, you know?
Yeah, it's so gorgeous.
I'd like to stay in this room.
Yeah, this room is cute.
I think that door
I just heard
is
that
a bit...
door as well.
Yeah, I think that door is a bit creaky. And does
Oh my
swing
God.
on its hinges.
Cute. Cute. Cute.
Wow.
I don't have words to describe this place.
Oh. Watch the doors behind you. Yeah, this is amazing.
This place, seriously, just a fairy tale. I'm living in a little gingerbread house.
So you can actually stay here, right?
You can stay here. The bedroom's just up here, so I want to go up. One of my good friends, I talk about them so often, Alison from Adelaide's Haunted Horizons, slept up here last night, and this area is reputedly haunted. And she believed that she heard footsteps coming up here and movement up in the bedroom with her.
While she was sleeping.
Yeah, about 4 a.m.
Wow.
Yup.
And also Alison from Haunted Horizons certainly stayed in the loft last night and did experience some shuffling that she could hear, and she got the impression as she was waking up that someone was coming up the stairs.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the bedroom and the shower. Just how funky and how cool is this? The loft. Obsessed. I love it. I love it up here so much. Was there somebody in this room last night with Alison? Or somebody who came up the stairs to greet her? Who was that?
We had a similar noise last night.
That's a temperature on the REM pod? Yeah.
It was weird. And it beeps. Oh,
And the couple goes
Well,
up.
that could be your vibration of your feet there.
could have been.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, well I'm gonna roll this second camera.
Might not have been, because you do it again now and it didn't move the
Yeah.
camera. Still
And
moving.
again.
That's temperature drop, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll roll on this one too.
That's really weird.
That is weird.
There's your cat ball.
No one was moving that time.
We're going to head up to the pub.
Alright guys,
Oh, cool.
Alright,
Well,
yeah,
we're going to pay
I'll
for
leave
that.
you, just otherwise we're going to be disturbing the energy. But
Yeah.
Martha, Bluey, have fun with them.
Guys, we wanted to kick off our paranormal investigation in the loft. This is one of the accommodation rooms where a lot of strange activity has been reported, and I was curious coming in here and I wanted to start investigating the stairs. So we set up 2 cat balls and the REM pod on the stairs, and straight away things started happening. So of course we started rolling the cameras. This was while Lydia and Luke were in the room with us. We were just having a good old chat and setting things up, and oh my god, we'd already caught really amazing activity.
REM pod's flashing.
Yeah. So the REM pod was beeping a lot because it was having temperature changes. When it fluctuates a lot, it will do a long beep. So I thought, I'm gonna reset it, you know, just in case. That is a fresh, brand new battery in the REM pod as well. Reset it, just in caseies, but I did just see the light flashing on top, so maybe there's a reaction again. We're gonna start upstairs, so
There it goes again.
thank you. Can you light up those balls for us? We're gonna leave you to it down here and we're gonna go upstairs. I hope that's okay. Are you okay getting upstairs past all this stuff, Jared?
Do you want to play?
Yes, I wasn't recording. I just opened GhostTube and it says, do you want to play? So
And the REM pod has gone off on the stairs again. Just behind
so I
us.
just hit record on GhostTube. I do want to play. I'm gonna put this shiny light up device on the bed next to me. If there is somebody here, feel free to come up the stairs, touch the balls.
Leave here.
Didn't they? Wasn't Luke or Lydia earlier saying that someone was woken up by a young girl in this room, and she was saying, "Why are you in my house? Why are there people in my house?"
Yeah.
This young girl woke her in a distressed state, asking why were all the people coming into her house, seeing as we have multiple guests that stay here.
So I don't know if the young girl here is Mary, which is sort of what we're thinking. And if Mary, if you are here, we've been talking a lot to Lydia and Luke, who, you know, they run Bluey's now, and they allow people to come and visit and come and stay here. And they do that because other people want to experience this place because of the history here, and it's so beautiful. And we just wanted to come and, you know, see the building and spend some time and see if there's anybody here who does want to talk. We don't mean any disrespect or no harm or...
There it goes again.
Are you able to come upstairs with us? We won't hurt you. We're very friendly people. Can you make a noise for us?
You alright?
Yeah, I just thought I seen something in the mirror.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, it could have just been because you were sort of moving and the mirror was just cut from where you are. I mean...
Greetings.
Were you just in the mirror? Thank you.
I feel like the play with me and the stories we've heard in this room, you know, that does sound relevant, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe there is a playful spirit that hangs around here. Good idea. Let's put an SLS on that chair there. We can ask the spirit to try and sit there, yeah?
Buried.
Buried? Are you buried in the park next door? Okay, so buried just came through a ghost tube. Just to explain, guys, there is a park right next door.
Old.
Old. It is an old park. Park right next door to Bluey's was the original cemetery here in the town of Melrose. There's so much going on right now.
This is unbelievable.
This is really cool. This has never, like, this many things have not happened, but I can't believe Barry just came out because as I was saying, park next door was the original cemetery, and that really fits in with the story of Mary that we've been uncovering.
Mary.
Oh my god.
Mary,
It just said it again.
Mary, thank you so much. We really appreciate it if you are coming through.
Buried.
Buried again. Are you able to go towards the corner?
God.
If you can go sit on the chair in the corner, maybe we can see that you're here. We are going to be going next door to the park tonight. Maybe that is where you are laid to rest. Is it you on the staircase? Were you the person that Alison heard last night? I feel a bit emotional.
Why? How?
What should I do?
Can you sit in the chair or make a noise for us, or... I don't know, if there's just a young girl here and she's really trying to talk to us. I mean, we've had Mary 3 times and then it said buried twice.
Play with me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it just... Thank you. Can you come all the way up the stairs? And it does feel like that's a playful thing, right? On the stairs, that keeps doing that.
Maybe she wants us to go downstairs.
Maybe. Should I leave SLS up here? magnetometer.
You just got a magnetic spike.
Yeah.
Sorry guys that this video seems so stitched together. We're just getting so much. We're just going to have to...
There's a lot happening.
Above.
What's up there? Maybe we're above them right now. We were just about to go downstairs. That's why I stood up and you were walking away. Shall we go down there then, or shall we stay up here?
Let's go down, because I feel like that's where a lot of the activity is happening on the stairs.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and go down without setting everything off. What the heck?
Battery maybe?
I don't know.
Recently.
Did you change batteries recently?
I don't know. It seems dim, but these torches are a bit crappy. That was really weird. It was just, did you see that? I was pressing it and it was turning itself off.
After like a second, yeah.
Yeah, and now it's just on. Okay. I don't know what's going on.
We're going to leave Ghost 2 SLS running up here, guys, in case
Yeah.
you get activity in that seat. Is there a noise down there then?
I mean, it could have been me on the stairs. So we've been rolling down here, that's great. I'm almost tempted to get my temperature, the thermal cam.
Alright, let's do it. I'll wait here where you get the thermal cam.
Alright. Ask some questions, Jared.
So who was playing on the stairs? Are you here with me now? Temperature again.
Alright, so I'm currently recording the staircase. He reckons it's about 16, 17 degrees there on the stairs. If I point away from it, 17 to 18 degrees, so it might be slightly cooler there. Let me just point it at Jared. So that's what Jared looks like. So it's working. I rarely use this because it's so pixelated, but... Are you on the staircase?
Would it help if I stay near the staircase?
So Jared is there to give perspective to the staircase. He is the red blob on the left, or the orange blob.
And then the staircase is right here. Does it look a bit better with me standing here?
I mean, it's all just blobs. I feel like it is getting colder there.
Yeah?
It's bouncing around a bit. It's dipping into the 15s though. Can you run up the staircase for us? I know this might seem a bit weird, all this stuff that we're doing, but trust me, it's not here to hurt you.
Goodbye.
No, don't go.
Oh, you don't have to go. I mean, if that said goodbye and now all the sounds have stopped, I do almost feel like we should try something different or a different area. You know what I mean? What do you reckon, Jared?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, Crypt Keepers, we have had so much activity tonight already. What was strange about all that though is Ghost Tube said goodbye and it almost felt as if somebody left. And after that, you know, we didn't really... What was that?
I think this door's just a little bit creaky. I think we're all good.
You know, we didn't really... open that door and come in, you're most welcome. That was weird. But yeah, we've had so much activity, and like, as soon as Ghost was said goodbye, it felt as though everything kind of stopped. We have moved to a different area. It's literally just the next room over from the loft where we had all that activity. This is a place where things have happened though. So just underneath this door, Lydia and Luke, on their first night ever staying here, they saw movement as if someone was passing past that door, the light underneath it. So I'm going to be watching out for that. But other people staying here have reported almost being checked on by a motherly presence whilst they're in here, which I think is quite nice. And there's nothing at Bluey's that I think is, you know, bad or malevolent or anything like that. It's a very just beautiful, peaceful place. I thought I would do a spirit box, see if we get any words through. So if there is anybody around, I'm going to put on a device that can be a little bit noisy, and I hope it doesn't startle you, because I know sometimes it does to me. But if you could use it to maybe project your voice and talk to Jared and I, we would greatly appreciate that. And you can tell us anything.
I'm really digging the cauldron. You won't be able to see it, Ames, because you're in the dark, but there's like a cauldron there.
Oh, that is sweet.
That is a real cauldron.
Coolest thing ever. And it's October as well, guys. All Halloween vibes, you know.
Oh, speaking of Halloween.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my.
I'm totally just doing the spirit stone at the start of you, and then I'm like jumping out of my skin.
Anyway, speaking of Halloween.
I forgot, I have my Halloween merch on sale.
Shameless self-promotion.
Yes, every video.
Every video we're going to be
video.
mentioning it.
All the time. Alright, shall we do the spirit box?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's not startle ourselves this
I
time.
might actually. Sorry if I scared anyone, I just scared myself. Again, my name is Amy and I'm here with Jared. If there is anybody here tonight, are you able to step forward and maybe just say hello or tell us your name? William or Martha, are either of you around? Is anyone here who wants to say hello?
I'm here.
Yeah. I heard yeah.
Oh.
Can you tell me who it was on the staircase tonight?
It's like a
Okay, maybe there's a man here. Is that William, or do you prefer to be called Bluey? Definite voices here, but yep. Do you remember what my name was? My name is Amy and this is Jared here. Is there someone trying to tell me that they're buried here? Maybe it's in my head because of the story Lydia and Luke told, but I thought I saw movement in the light there.
Really?
It was the corner of my eye though, so... Can you knock on the door and make a noise for us, please?
So you thought you saw something under the door?
No, it wasn't even that. It was... So I'm looking this way, and it almost felt like light was coming closer to me. So it wasn't as if someone walked past under the door, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, guys, I live for this place. Not only is it gorgeous, it is beautiful, it's so historic and interesting, but it's been quite active for us tonight, and I'm so thankful, and I really feel like there was someone here trying to communicate or lead me somewhere. And I'm definitely going to use that to steer our investigation for part 2. You heard that?
Yes, I definitely did.
That door just creaked, and I felt like the air pressure in the room change. You felt that?
Yeah.
You know when someone opens a door and you feel...
Yes.
Oh my God.
There is no one else here though. That's normal, but the door closing's normal, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys will hear that, but that was strange. Okay, so I'm trying to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much to anyone that's like here, and thank you guys so much for watching. There's going to be a part 2, so make sure you're subscribed and have your notification bell switched on. There are other ideas I have for us to continue investigating tonight, which I'm excited for. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That really helps me out. If you want to do any more reading about this place, head to my website, AmysCrypt.com. You guys can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at AmysCrypt. And I post bonus content on my Patreon and my YouTube members that are linked below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.